Piping is a trim or urgent formed by sewing a thin strip of folded fabric, typically bias binding, into a narrow tube and attaching it to the edge of a piece of fabric. It can also include cord to give it extra body. Piping is to define or reinforce the style lines of a garment. In clothes, you can use piping to decorate fabric edges, hems, scallops, seams, necklines, openings as a decorative feature as well as a strengthening element. It is used mostly on necklines with a contrasting colored fabric, but same fabric piping can also take on a beauty on necklines. These are some of the ways you can pipe your dress. Let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see more designs on piping, and I'll show you that for you guys. But for now, if you've not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, and also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful. Without further ado, I'm going to take you guys straight to the cutting table. Alright guys, to cut those bias, I'm going to cut diagonally, not straight. So I'm going to measure 1/4. And I'll take a straight ruler and connect my marks. Then I'll cut. One thing to note when cutting a bias form is that the edges has to be this way. This material is not a stretchy fabric, but when I cut it in this form, it started to stretch. This is what bias cotton does to your fabric. Now to pipe this, you can get any small cord from your local store, but this is the one I have. Alright, this is actually an applique I bought for something. So I'm going to cut this out and use this as a cord. So this is the cord that I have gotten so far. I'll go ahead and get as much as I need for this project. I have some bits of this bias. I'm going to go ahead and join these. I actually had to join it because the fabric that I have wasn't long enough. Alright, but if you have a long fabric, you can just cut it out straight. So I'm going to join this on my machine. Just place it together this way and then join it. I'm going to go over to my ironing table and give this a nice press. So to fix the cord to the bias strap, I'm going to take out the straight footer that I have on my machine. So I'm going to be using my Invincible zipper foot for this project. This has been pressed flat. I'm going to go ahead and fix my cord. So I'm going to put the cord in the middle of this bias strap, and then I'll stitch it at the extreme to hold it in place. I'm going to put this very close to the edge. I want it to be very close to the edge. So just make sure this is in the middle. Stretch it and then fold into two. And then I'll start stitching. This is actually what I'm going to continue doing. Stretch it, make sure it is stretched, make sure it is in the middle, and then fold the bias strap and then sew. I'll do this until I get to the end. So guys, this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and fix this where I want it to be on my dress. This is a female's knitted dress, so I'm going to place it this way and hold it down with my pin. I'm going to continue doing this until I go around it. So yeah, once you're cutting your bias tape, make sure that you have everything equal. I'm going to take this out and change it to the side that I want to sew on, and I'll start to sew. I'm also going to make sure that I will sew close to the edge because you want this to lay very flat and nice on your dress. Alright guys, see the bias piping, see how neat it looks. I'm going to go ahead and place this on the dress proper, but you guys will get a feel of what it looks like on our dress. So guys, I will use my pin and hold this in place, and I'll go over to my machine and finally stitch this to the dress. Alright guys, so this is all about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe, and also feel free to leave your questions and comments in the comment section below, and I'll sure get to it. Until next time guys, have a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are.